Hey guys, how's it going? I'm in a little bit of a Texas mood today. And remember, do you guys remember that this is the hat I got in Miami. Miami, the mecca of cool places to shop. People, I'm telling you. Mr. Flo, I have got to do weights today. That's the only thing that's kind of a bummer about, excuse me, hotel workouts for the most part, or you know, it's more of a cardio focus. Yeah, you can do body weight exercises, but I didn't do enough. But I worked out Monday before I left. I think I blogged about that. Tuesday was too hard. Tuesday was like non-stop stuff with work, and then I had, you know, late stuff going on that night. Sorry, making sure I'm not missing anything. And then Wednesday I did both 500 calorie plus burning workouts Monday and Wednesday. So that was good for, you know, a 48-hour trip. I'm kind of liking that. We're working on it. I also really hate the fact that I still haven't gotten my tripod. So the only place that I could place this, I'm just not feeling, I'm gonna have to find a new place to sit. I just feel like no matter where I go, this is cutting me off right here at my boobs, and it's making my boobs look a lot bigger than they really are. Like, I feel like I should, but then if I stand up, then it's like, am I trying too hard to fit my boobs in the picture? They're really annoying. I know some of you boys think differently, and you like, whatever. It's on my last nerve. It's taking up a big portion of my screen. I'm just saying. And the camera does have 3 boobs. Inappropriate, sorry. But I will tell you guys, I'm not getting paid to say this, but seriously, a lot of you guys have been writing to me on Facebook and on my Posterous, asking about the heart rate monitor. I gotta tell you, because also my friend Jackie, who I'm gonna be featuring on the blog next week, telling you a little bit about what she's doing and some of the new stuff that she's doing that I'm incorporating in my diet and my workout. But anyway, I was talking to her, and she's like, I was talking about one of my 500 calorie burns. She's like, I hope you're not going by what the machines say. And I'm like, Jackie, first of all, I want to smack you because you know I'm not that stupid. But I don't think a lot of people really understand. My one friend, you know, she just got a gym membership, right? And so she's starting to work out at the gym, and she's coming home and she's like, yeah, I said I burned like 700 calories. Okay, if you're on a machine, that machine has no idea how old you are, when the last time was you worked out, what you've eaten, how much you weigh. Even if you put in what you weigh, you know, it's not taking into account your cardio capacity, whatever. We all have different ways of dealing, our metabolisms are all different. Hello? I wish my metabolism wasn't so damn different. Excuse me. Sorry, trying to keep it clean for you guys. Right. But seriously, if you can get yourself a heart rate monitor, personally, I really like Polar because I like the fact that they take my, you know, I did the metabolic assessment profile at my gym, which I don't go to the gym anymore, but I had it done, and then, you know, they actually dump that all the data from your metabolic assessment profile in here, which is, you know, how your body burns oxygen and calories and whatever. And I know I'm not saying that right, but all that to say is, like, this is reading my heartbeat, how fast I burn calories and take in oxygen and expend blah 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 energy. So it's me. It's like how many calories I'm burning that minute, not just like your average female who's 5'4". That's not it. I mean, granted, it's good to get an idea, but it is nice to know. And also, what I really like too, because I noticed this in the hotel room yesterday, when you know exactly where you are, okay, it's a good benchmark to make you keep going. Because if you're not doing this, for example, it's just like anything, you guys. If you're not tracking what you're eating or not tracking your workouts, you're always going to overestimate or underestimate in your favor, whether you think you will or not, right? So if you're not writing down what you're eating, or you think you know in your head, and you really go back and remember everything you ate, you're going to be like, oh. And don't think it's going to be like, oh, I think I had 1,700 calories instead of 1,500. It's probably more like 2,500 as opposed to 1,500. People have no idea how easy it is to overeat. And you can overeat something as simple as, like, say it's junk food. Okay, say you get to the end of the day and you think you eat this, but then at the office that somebody brought in Pop-Tarts, right? So you have a package of Pop-Tarts. 400 calories right there. It's 400 calories. That's a lot of calories. Say then you had a cappuccino. That's gonna be another 200 calories. So there's 600 calories added to what you, I mean, it's a third of what most of us that are trying to lose weight should be maybe shooting for, if you're around 1,500 to 1,800 calories. So keep that in mind. So the other thing about, you know, benchmarking is not only do you know what you're burning, right, but you know when you're burning it. So I was in the hotel room and I sadly, I need to really make a checklist. Like I said before, something on my lip. But I only brought one workout DVD. So I had my kickboxing DVD, which was fine because now with all of this, the Tabata stuff that I know and circuit training and plyometrics, it's very easy to kind of make up your own workout. But that being said, now that I know I'm trying to shoot for a minimum burn of 500 calories, when I look on here and I see that, say, you know, I finished that portion and I'm at like 380, whatever, it pushes me to keep going to hit my benchmark, right? Because if I didn't have that on and I didn't have that benchmark in my head and on the watch, I'd probably think, well, I got in a great sweat. That was just as good as the last time, so I'm sure that was 500 calories. You see what I'm saying? So I made myself keep going. And somebody else might say, does it really matter? Do you have to be right at 500? But for me, yeah, I think it does because, you know, I am having good results, but I am, you know, I'm just nowhere near, you guys, the fat loss that I want to have reached. So I've got to take it up a notch, and that means every extra 150 calories that I can burn counts, and every extra 200 calories that I can save per day is going to count. Those are the things that matter, people. Seriously. I'm kind of at the point with my body right now that if I just kind of ate as reasonably as possible with, you know, going out for cocktails a few times a week and consistently working out, I'd stay right where I am. Right where I am at present. I wouldn't be like gaining weight, and that's fine. You know, I'm healthy for my age. I look good for my age. If you compare me to most people, you know, they're not going to be like, wow, she's got to lose a lot of weight. But for me, I know I'm not at my personal best. For me, I am not happy with the amount of fat that's on my body, period. I don't care. I'm not interested in, you know, looking acceptable. I'm not interested in competing with a 20-year-old. I just want to look at my personal best. And that means that I want to be able to stand in my bikini and not be like going, I hope nobody grabs me and hugs me really tight and can feel that extra padding around my waist. You know, I don't want to do that anymore. So that said, when you're my age, when you have my metabolism, and it's not just me, it's all of us, you guys, you got to figure out what are the little things that count. And it's the little things that count. Trust me. I've been at this and working out in different variations, meaning I've been at different levels of success along the way, but I've been doing this long enough to know it's the devil's in the details, you guys. It's the small things that count, okay? If you're having wine every single night, you're not losing weight, you gotta cut out the wine. I'm sorry to tell it to you. I'd love to have a glass of wine every night, but I can't. Because you know what? If I added what I was doing and had a glass of wine every night, I'd be starting to gain weight, I guarantee it. And I don't feel like working out 3 hours a day. I love to work out, but I don't want to work out that much per day. I'd like to have kind of a life, and I've got commitments, so you know what? I'm just saying. I gotta go. On that note, it's already late. I will be telling you guys maybe next week. I kind of want to do what I'm doing for like a month and then be able to tell you some results. So I don't know if I'll reveal exactly what it is that I'm doing. It's nothing crazy, but it's just kind of one of those things that I want to tell you that I'm doing after I have some killer results in 30 days, so we'll see. But all that to say, I'm going to take off this hat, put a headband on, strap this fella on, get yourself one. Is that right? Am I doing it right? Oh, sorry. And have a kick butt workout. So you guys have a great rest of the day. Be good. Check out my link page. I found a ton of great new bloggers. Got some good stuff coming up next week. Finally, I'll be getting in those guest interviews with some great bloggers. And that's it. But really check out some of these new people. And I encourage the rest of you, when you're reading other people's blogs, check out their blogs. I have found, I mean, that's how I discovered like Tabata and some of the new stuff that I'm doing, because I've read other people's blogs and I'm meeting new people. So that's all there is to it. And let me tell you, one of my favorites you gotta check out, Simply Shaka. Check her out on the link page. She's freaking awesome, cracks me up every single time I read her. Shout out to you, girl. So that's it, I gotta go. I blabbed too long and I know you miss me. I missed you too.